I'm back, but a day late back, but I'm back. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Purl Scout Yarns episode 4. It's getting more and more legit every episode. My name is Victoria. I'm coming to you from South Jersey. It is Saturday. I don't know the date. Today the 24th. I only know that because tomorrow's release day of my pattern. You can find me on Instagram at Purl Scout Yarns, my YouTube channel where you are watching this. I'm not active on Ravelry. And my website, thepurlscout.com. I will pop everything here and then down below. Welcome. How are y'all doing? It's been 2 weeks. I've been very busy. I think the last time we spoke, I talked about Adventure Time sock sets, which have been wildly successful, and I'm very happy about them. And I'm going to talk about permanents coming into the shop later. As always, Black Lives Matter. J.K. Rowling is a piece of garbage. I think that's everything. Be a good person. It's weird fucking times right now. Just be decent to other people. If there's anything that I want in life, is to leave this planet better than I left it. I think that's the phrase. I think that's it. My brain is thinking. I like to sing when I can't remember how this goes. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to my little portion of the internet where I talk about knitting, dyeing, sometimes crochet, maybe sometimes weaving. I do a little bit of everything, but mostly knitting in my dye business. And if you're new, thanks for checking me out, and I hope you come back. Finished objects, yeah? Finished objects. So last time we spoke, I was working on that little baby hat, which I don't have with me because I have since gifted to my best friend's baby. That hat, I knitted out of leftover Sailor Pluto. I loved it. It was easy. I would probably use a different pattern. I wasn't super crazy about the pattern saying 6 inches deep. He is 8 months old and does not have a 6-inch long head. So I'm gonna have to find a new pattern because I will most definitely be knitting him more hats in the future. And now mom and baby match, and it was very cute. And the photo they sent me was adorable, and it made me happy. And I now have to knit their husband one so that the family can match collectively. So I'll pop that in somewhere. My next finished object is boop. Look at the spoopy ghosts. Do you see them? I'm obsessed with this hat. Can we talk about how cute these fucking ghosts are? Yes, I curse. This pattern is by my dear friend Harper over at Dis Yarning. They designed this cute spoopy hat and asked me if I volunteered to knit this, and I knit it just in time for release day. It is live now. You can find it. I'll put all their information below. It is a double brim. I don't know if it's the word I'm looking for. It's fold over brim, but you knit all this and then the pattern. I won't put it on because I have my hair done. If you're wondering why I'm done up, not only for the podcast, but I have a fire gig tonight. So I'm fire safetying a friend at a gig so that they don't catch on fire. And then we later are gonna do some fire together. So I'm excited about that, but I have to look presentable. It's kind of my first real life gig since the pandemic, which is weird. It's like I forgot how to be a circus artist. For those of you that don't know, I am a professional circus artist, performer, aerialist, and coach. I excitingly got some hours back at my job teaching, so I'm really excited to get back to that. Safely. They've had really good protocols, no cases. Classes are really small and limited. There's like hour breaks so that we can clean, equipment and stuff. But I'm really excited, and I start next Saturday, and I'm happy to have like some normalcy in life. But anyway, sorry, I'm sniffling. I have really bad allergies, and it turns out right now is the worst time for them. So this little hat, I mean, I got this done in like 2 days. It's in, I think this is DK. As much as I supply heavier weight yarns, I virtually never knit or really have any heavy bulk. Most of my yarn cabinet is filled with fingering weight. Shocking. But this, I had some leftover DK from other projects, and I kind of just like hodgepodged it together, but I'm like really into this. My partner keeps telling me it looks like Spider-Man, and I say that they're wrong. But look at the cute little ghosts. They're so happy. I aspire to be this happy as these ghosts are. But yeah, this pattern is live. I love it. I'm gonna knit another one. It's perfect. It's very comfy, cozy. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. Whips. Let's talk about whips. Right now, I am working on the Elf Mail sweater by Danny Knits Things. And I'm knitting it, and a good friend of mine, Kathleen from Republica Unicornia Yarns, I think I finally said that right, in her Jolene colorway. I love Dolly Parton, so naturally I will tell you how I got this yarn. But look at this. She's like a tonal queen. This purple is beautiful. I am almost done the increases of the raglan increases. And I'm alternating using helical knitting so that it blends together. Oh, but look at this. It's gonna be so pretty. I was really craving like a witchy sweater that's easy. The last couple projects I've worked on, I've had like a new technique I've learned, and that's great. But I've been like very busy dyeing, and I sort of need like a mindless knit that like requires very little of me. And this is perfect for that. But look at these babies. They're very pretty purple. I'm very obsessed with this. So I don't know when I'll have this done. I'm hoping soon because I'm about to test knit something that I'm really excited for, but it's a quick project. I did not do German short rows for these. I kind of don't like doing them for sweaters. I love German short rows and I use them for my heels of my socks, but I don't do it for sweaters. I kind of want it to be more of like a stretchy, like relaxed, like reversible. So I didn't do them. But yeah, it's kind of all I have to say. I don't have a whole, I mean, I guess I have decent progress. It's knit and fingering weight because do you expect anything else from me at this point in time? I love it. It's very pretty. It's actually showing up pretty good on camera, I would say. You can tell it's very variegated. But I kind of like it's a broken seed stitch pattern. And it's relatively easy. It's like a knit purl. I don't have to really think about very much, which is nice. And even if I mess up a row, you will never be able to tell, which is great. I have since dyeing and starting this dyeing business, I've become a monogamous knitter. Usually I'll have 2 projects going at a time, but I virtually have no time to alternate because I've been doing a lot of test knitting and my own design, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So I've kind of become monogamous, which like I kind of like. It means I can like finish a project. I'm not really a process knitter. I'm definitely much more of a product knitter. And I just want the thing. So let's talk about my pattern. You have watched the last, was it last episode? 2 episodes ago? 2 episodes ago, I talked about my first ever design. My Magical Girl Cowl, which is releasing tomorrow, October 25th at noon Eastern Standard Time. It will be live on my website, which you'll be able to download the PDF once you check out. and I'm marking it at $5 for the pattern. I'm going to have it on my website. I'm going to put it on Ribbler because I don't use Ravelry, and I don't really like Ravelry. But tomorrow this comes out, and I love it. And I'm very excited to see all of the Sailor Moon cowls that people make. Oh, I love this so much. I was really inspired by my testers who did the main color like a plainer, and then the scepter and stars like variegated. Oh, it looks so good. So I did kits. They are no longer available. I had them up for a couple days of my own colorways, and it would come with the pattern once the pattern released, and most of them included sort of that same idea of like a semi-solid backdrop and a variegated color work, so like transformation sequence and Luna. I don't even remember all the combos. There was a bunch, but you folks were really excited about it, which makes me really happy. And I cannot wait to see all of it. So this comes out tomorrow. So if you are a Sailor Moon fan and you want to knit this, it's going to be on my website, which I put at the beginning of the video and will be in the show notes below. This is easy. This is relatively easy. You catch floats every 5 stitches because the color work's a little longer. So I kind of like it because look how neat this is. Like, this is so satisfying. I never thought I would love the inside, but oh, look at this. So satisfying. And it's like, oh, it's a dream come true. So I'm excited. This is my first ever design. I had a lot of help thanks to my friend Harper. This is not my last. I'm working on a pattern right now that I have to sort of sit down and do. But I've been very, very busy with my first wholesale account, which is very exciting. It'll be in Canada. The shop is called By Stitchual. I'll put their info here and down below. Kelsey and John are wonderful human beings who I'm very excited to supply Sailor Moon yarn. So if you're in the Toronto or Ontario, I think it is, area, Ontario, I don't know. But if you are in the Ontario area, Toronto, soon, like end of November, you should be able to get my yarn in person, which is very exciting. So yeah, I haven't really been working on a ton of other things, but I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about that. Stash acquisition. I generously, Haley from Loch Knits over at the Woolies podcast. I love Brienne and Haley a lot, but Haley reached out to me recently and was like, hey, I have all this yarn that I want to destash. Do you want it? And I was like, yes, I do. Of course. So I got this fucking giant ass box of yarn, which is how I got my friend Kathleen. It so happened that her yarn was in this destash, which is awesome because I love her yarn, and 2 full skeins of it. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of, I mean, this box is like full to the brim, which I'm not gonna complain about, but my yarn cabinet's full. So this is living in a box in my dye studio until I work through some of my stash, which who knows when it's gonna happen because I have an advent showing up. But Haley knows my color palette clearly because how much of a dream is this? I've never heard of half of these, so bear with me as I go through some of them. This is Miss Crosby Loves to Play. I don't even know if this dyer exists anymore. The color is called Harper, and it's 100% superwash merino wool, and it's single ply, which usually I'm not crazy about, but I could probably make a pretty bralette or something out of this. But it's like birthday cake kind of. I don't know, I really love it. It's pretty. It's very up my alley. This baby, I mean, it's pink. Like, this is very on brand for me. This is, where is the, I don't know how to say this. Can you see it? I don't know how to say that. It is Conch Beauty. I think that's the colorway name. It's kind of written. 100% merino wool, superwash. It's definitely 2-ply. It's fingering because I am nothing but consistent in my love of fingering weight yarn. It's very soft, and it's like this really pretty 2-ply dream. Let's see. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So this is Stitch Party Happy Hour. It's very pretty, and it's bamboo and cotton and elastic. And it's hand dyed in Pittsburgh, and it is blue Hawaii, and it feels like nothing I've ever felt before. And so, like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. I will use it. Maybe I'll make like a, can it be machine? Oh yeah, machine or hand wash. So maybe I make like a blanket or something, or I don't know, something for my best friend's baby or for them. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with this yet. Only because I don't know if I would wear this on my person, or like maybe crochet, I don't know, some kind of wrap or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I really like the color. Again, nothing but if not consistent. Look at this dream. This is Pictured Yarns hand-dyed humane wool yarns in vintage Barbie. It is 75-25 blend, 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, and it's very pretty, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I love it because it's, I would not, I mean, I guess I would pair these colors on my, nah, I would not pair them on my own all together, but I really like it. Vintage Barbie is a good name for this. I really like this. I have this, this beautiful cakey, like, I don't know what, there's no tag, so I'm not really sure what it is. I might crochet a scarf out of this for myself. And it's like, or gift it for Christmas, but it's like this like birthday cake kind of cake. Birthday cake. Let's see. I'm very excited about this. This is Round Mountain Fibers, 100% superwash merino. It is a fingering. It's called Finch Blush. It's very pretty, and I like it. I don't know what I'll do with it. As with everything else I have in this box, I have no idea. And then I have a lot of this Knit Picks gloss. It is a merino wool silk, and I have a few of these colors, so it's like falling apart. I have a couple of these, and they're really pretty and soft. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. So they live in this box until I get to them. I have this beautiful baby alpaca from Wool and the Gang. Oh, it's so pretty. I love Wool and the Gang. I need to, and by need to, I mean I definitely don't right this moment need to buy more from them, but I do love their stuff. This is 100% baby alpaca. I want to know how many yards. Oh, there are 127 yards, so it's a 50-gram little guy. I don't know what I could make with this. I'll have to look. But I like it, and I like the color, and it's pretty. I think that's everything I wanted to show from this. And this was an acquisition that I did not buy, which is kind of nice. And so thank you, Haley. You're the bomb.com, and I'm very excited to have more yarn because I definitely needed more yarn. My other acquisition, this, I commissioned this by Brienne from the other half of the Woolies. She does weavings, and she is my like dream weaver. Haha, get it? So I asked her if she would do a Sailor Moon one for me, and she was like, heck yeah, I'm so honored. And this came out I mean, I just can't. Look, it's so pretty. I do like it. I mean, it's cute like this, right? But I really just like, it's cute and I love it. And it hangs in my dye studio where the magic happens. Whenever I can figure out how to add music, or I guess sound effects to this, you will one day get sound effects to this. But alas, we're not there yet. Ugh, I love it. Thank you, Brianne. You did a wonderful job, and I'm very obsessed with it. It's like Sailor Moon to a T. It's me in weaving form. I had another acquisition that I purchased, and it's a embroidered Sailor Moon, and the word above it says all artists are a little bit weird, and it hangs where my desk is, and I love it very much. But yeah, I think that's all my stash acquisition. I'm waiting for some advents to show up, and then I'm trying not to steal my own supply of stuff. Did I talk about my new BFL base last time? I don't remember, but I now carry untreated BFL fingering and untreated BFL worsted, so let me grab those. So we'll move into shop updates. Pretty sure that I had, yeah, I think last time I recorded, I talked about some new bases. So, new bases. I think I talked about my BFL base. Oh, I just love it so much. So this is my Cosmos fingering. I like all my bases to be like Sailor Moon starry stuff, but look at the this is my fingering one. And can we talk about, can you see? Can you see? Oh, look at these big. It's great. This is Fighting Evil by Moonlight on my BFL base, my fingering Cosmos base, and I love it very much. It's available on all of my colorways, so you can get this literally on anything. And then I finally got my BFL worsted. So they're all untreated. They're not superwash or eco-processed superwash. And the worsted, it's very pretty. It's like a prism rainbow. This is Winning Love by Daylight. So the interesting thing about this BFL is that it comes like kind of with a yellow tint already. So it takes dye a little bit differently, and I would say lighter, and that's kind of to be expected of a non-superwash base. You can tell even really in like this, and like this is pretty vibrant for a non-superwash, but not compared to if you set it by my eco-processed superwash base. But because the worsted is a little more yellow in tint when it comes, it does mute the colors a little bit more, but it's still, I mean, beautiful. It's very squishy. You would truthfully, I mean, I can tell the difference between the superwash and non, but like this feels good. It's not scratchy. It feels really good against my skin. I am learning, and by learning I mean I fell in love with BFL like pretty instantly. And then at some point I want to supply Targi. I finally have a supplier that I can do that with that does supply, and it is eco-friendly. It's just gonna take a little bit. They require a big first order, and I'm not there yet. So, but yeah, those are my new bases. I carry mohair now too, which is fun. Let me grab that. My mohair on Fighting Evil by Moonlight. And mohair actually surprisingly takes dye like pretty well, at least natural dyes. I don't use acid dyes. So these are the same colorways, and you can tell like there's a halo, which is normal. But I would say that the blue and green are usually what pop the most out of this colorway, which is kind of what I wanted for like nighttime views. But these are, I think these would look pretty together. I don't know. I haven't knit it up yet. I'm trying not to like take all of my own yarn and to sell it. But yeah. All right, let's talk update stuff. So, things. I asked on Instagram. We did like a vote. Oh, I've reached 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is so exciting. So thanks for all the support from all of you. If you've migrated over from YouTube to my account, thank you so much. If you've come from Instagram to see here, also thank you. But yeah, I put a little post about the Adventure Time colorways to vote on some to be permanent in the shop, like your favorites. So instead of 3, which was what I was originally going to do, I have 5. 5 new colorways popping into the shop. And the ones that were most popular are great because they're the ones that I love the most and I had the most fun dyeing. So we're going to have Marceline, which is the marled. And if you missed this, I'm going to post it on Instagram maybe today with the caption or with the post about the podcast. But we're going to do Marceline, Meow, The Lich, Princess Bubblegum, and BMO. And I'm really excited to have them in. They're very pretty, very fun, true to character colorways. So I keep looking down because my notebook is there that has all the colorways. I tallied everything out. But those are the 5. So we got Marceline, Meow, The Lich, BMO, PB, Princess Bubblegum, right? 5. Meow was very popular, which made me very happy because it's one of my favorite ones to dye up. He's a tonal beige with bright pink speckling and hues for his crazy bright pink eyes. So I'm really excited about that. So thanks to everyone who voted. I'll be posting those probably with the caption of this podcast on Instagram. So I'm going to put them live later today so that folks can start buying. My other update is Sailor Moon sock sets are going to be a thing. Not this Friday, but November 6th, which I believe is the first Friday of November at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pre-orders are going to open up for my Sailor Moon sock sets. So the week of the pre-order, so that Monday, daily I will put a photo reveal of each of the sock sets that will be available for pre-order purchase, with Friday being the last one and the opening of the pre-orders. So I don't think I'm going to reveal names yet. I think I'm going to keep it a complete secret until that week. They're all planned. I'm going to dye them up this week so I can take photos. And I think I'm going to keep it a secret until it reveals. So that's the November 6th. And then December is going to be Animal Crossing. So I'm not going to do them as sock sets. I need a little break because I have to hand wind them myself. So December is going to be Animal Crossing, and I'm very excited about it. And I have it yet to plan, but I have next month to plan it, so I'm not very worried about it. But it's going to be great. I don't think I have a lot to say about that. I haven't really planned them yet. They'll be available on all bases. I don't know if I'm going to dye them up on every base. We'll see. You'll have a general idea of what colorways look like. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. I have to get through this wholesale order, and then I can think more deeply about December. I've been debating on whether I want to announce this, because I was half wanting it to be a surprise and half I'm terrible at surprises and I get very excited. But I'm gonna reveal it here. I am going to start dyeing cotton fabric to sew into project bags because I need more things to do, right? Dyeing, pattern designing, now sewing, the whole entourage. So today, actually, I'm going to do a couple bags. They'll be thrown up once I get my tags. But I have plans on dyeing them similar to some of the colorways I have, and then like new exclusive stuff. But I think today I'm going to do Sailor Mercury. So it'll be like a tonal. I'm not going to reveal like what the bag structure is yet, but just know that I'm making project bags and you will see them. I would say probably the week. I'm hoping if I get my labels soon enough that they will go live with the pre-orders, and there'll only be a handful because I kind of want to gauge interest before I like go balls to the walls on fabric, even though the fabric was very reasonable. I'm like scrambled today because I have like 1,000,001 things to do. November's very busy. I'm very grateful for that. I get to go back to teaching. I have some aerial gigs, which are very exciting and very helpful financially. I have this wholesale order. I have new collections. I'm teaching a virtual 2 at a time sock set at my local yarn store, Wild Hand, which is sold out. There's 12 people, and I'm very excited about it. So next month is like very, very busy, and in the best way possible. It's kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. If elections go the way that I want them to, the light at the end of the tunnel of this kind of not so great year. So, bags. But yeah, I'm going to dye up some bags. The other thing that I forgot to announce with the pre-orders is that my good friend Briar at Caffeinated Cables, I'll put it here, we decided to collab, and she's going to make stitch marker progress keepers. She bought some beautiful actual Sailor Moon like charms that she's gonna put, clasps and stuff onto, that will be available for pre-order or with pre-orders. They'll be limited, so it'll be a first come first serve, and once they're gone, that's it. They won't be like pre-orders like the sock sets where like you can order a bunch and like I buy supply or whatever. They're making a certain amount and you can buy them with your pre-order and they will ship with your order. So it'll be like, the 3-week average turnaround time. I got the Adventure Time sock sets out, I'm pretty sure, like sooner than that. It might be true to the 3 weeks this time just because I'm slammed with a bunch of other stuff. Good things, just very busy. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. I'm very happy that they wanted to collab and were very gracious in offering. That pricing and all that jazz will be, you'll find out when they go live. But just know that they'll be cute progress keepers and stitch markers that are Sailor Moon themed. Also, if you are not following me on Instagram, I am hosting a 1K giveaway with some like goodies from Fates Threads bags. Oh, my brain is not working. That cute little Sailor Moon bag you saw a couple episodes ago, she had some leftover fabric, and so I asked her if she could make a very large bag of the same print, and so I'm giving that away. I'm giving away stitch markers made by Briar, who very graciously also gave me some cute stitch markers. I'm giving away my cowl pattern for free. And lastly, 2 colorways of mine to make the cowl with. So you have to be following me on Instagram. You can like the post and 1 comment per person telling me which 2 colorways you would want. It'll be on the base of your choice and the colorways of your choice. So go there because I'm going to be announcing the winner tomorrow in my stories. I'm going to do like a random number generator shebang. I think that's everything. This is like a pretty average length. The next one might be longer just because I'll have Sailor Moon sock sets to show you, which will be fun. Actually, I think, you know what's fun? Pre-order day will be podcast day. Hopefully, if I don't decide to do it on a Saturday. But then I can show you all the sock sets. Not that you won't have seen them on Instagram, but I'll talk about them via stories. Posts. Oh, I'm tired. I think that's everything. I have to get some dyeing done before I have this gig tonight. and I want to kind of rest because I'm inevitably going to have to work tomorrow. But I forgot. I had a question. Someone asked me if I thought that it was important for folks to know WPI, which is reps per inch. And I haven't done a whole lot of research, and to be very truthful, I didn't really learn it when I started knitting, compared to the like bases. I don't really have a good answer for this question. I've never really asked other people about WPI, and I certainly don't really pay attention to it when I knit or when I'm choosing bases to knit with. I kind of just, I'm very like a swatch, except for like hats and stuff, a swatch person. It's difficult. It's weird because I have like I think, you know what, I will like put it here. I have a WPI chart. I don't use it. It was given to me from my supplier when I was asking for DK weights, and they were like sport and worsted, or like, you know, DKs in between. But I will put it like in this region for folks. Yeah, I don't really have a good answer for that question. I wish I did. It hasn't affected me at all in knitting. At all. I kind of just don't. I've never really thought about it actually until my supplier sent me that chart, and even then I kind of don't think about it. So I'm sorry, I don't have a good answer for you. But that's all I've got for you today. So if you like what you see, press the little thumbs up guy, subscribe, press the bell so you know when I podcast next. Tell your other fiber friends about it or not. That's your business. But thanks for hanging out, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.